Now, Coach Otoado is a tough guy. When in the Bogas Asem, no. Or say Coach Otoado is a tough guy. You will take blaster player, Okas Asem, no. Not the entire. Also, Otoado is tough, no. Niaba Michelle Honsem. And I come see Santiago go, yeah. Our trophy parade, no. Na, Mbella. Out was Santiago go say, yeah. Na, Gani Uzwaji, so yeah. Nenye easy and around the streets of Kumasi, baby, I'm fine. Bibiano, darling, Paul, the tree, or the whole summer by videos and audios. How do I think that? You have a boy a day. Am I a tier for age? So, talk about Fene. Say the hearts of a technical team and playing body. He will not accept anything but a win in their last game and a win in the FA Cup final against Michim in Kumasi. Now the entities had the folk. In Belgium, you had 2 defeats against the Olympics against Kim Faisal. Also, more investigating games. No,
I'm 11 wonders. Yes, on count 11 wonders game. So, we will be on fast. I'm fan count.
Okay. Okay. Now, hey, Ghana, Jai. Against you, what is that? 17 Messiakai. Now, your own summer deba. Unity FC. I was saw a protest against the AA in Swatrabai. Now we are protest no mabu do to protest next.
That's it. None of that. You can be a church in the Pennsylvania. Me just go.
Aye. Oh, that's it. No bro. Just say, I now do want to say. Now Saturday the bus rose nipa gratin yame. Oh yeah, they are no uni pe otete. But yame so who. So who they be change. Na asemesi. Near Fred, near Cassimi, yes, and do yes, and it's me. Yamia, Obaka, we are seeing the Piakas, Obaka crackers, all do yammy. But Sansam now, over snap because you're Drawa of a canocre. Just a Uji Nipa one says, oh, Debbie. And it's that. So my guy, no, my it's a mubia mudia. I just say, who say, Omo friend, to one crowd, Ufikuma Mudio, Ubudia. Quite no fasu kunim no e ade enye nipa na o se di no krema eme ho eti unity as if we say no kure die ni ebo ni munti omo de snap ni kosu asi akiri e ba be hesa ansem no ene sama wodo a yabo no e de ba enyina I say players are gonna help we understand about 4 of them you better wrap it up and chakra na be Black Stars players in fact I'll be to see akai e de amagana and so no say welcome your completely. Yeah, the teams have complete. They say they are complete. All playoffs. BBO body away. Now they say all the playoffs in the Starman. I Australia goalkeeper no. Or don't quite have penalty no team pay up again. I know you know who. So I don't done the chairman said you I don't done who. I no. Andy Casillas. Chairman. Say Liverpool for Abanya man. I
Liverpool and man and Ra send you the home come say Abrante ko duru no. You show video of at the time we could do a Liverpool training ground so na se say bibia set Darwin Nunez I joined a Liverpool team no ni just number nyina ne saka as I say the tell say Liverpool a new attacking team and no dey na ye you know e bi dey but o ma branch e ba ko aba Denzel Dumfries how me team do ono na ba na say o ma ba be fa Lukaku but Lautaro ne Milan screen ya ne dey
na Dumfries so say Dumfries also do mumpo.
Right back or Chelsea wo regimes. Yeah. Oh, what are that? Tino. But we're Liverpool there.
It's we're live on Facebook. Pure FM TV on Facebook. Pure FM TV. Okay, I know I like your page. No one share. No be showing be here. We are also live on 1HD TV. You're live on Chess 90.7. I was second chakra the portable. Okay.
Man City so there. Man City predicted 11 after so Musumeki. Ellen Haaland, the official, the chairman almost did in you. Okay. Ederson, Diaz and Stones in the middle. Walker and Cancelo flanks. As fullbacks. Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva in the middle. Now attacking. Mahrez on the right, Grealish on the left, and Haaland in the middle. E go for me no man dey play league no. O me no man dey play league. League na you buy any abri gigi na. Aya ka nyina no. You start here house o ma gigi. E be chama so you be 4 start class still.
baby, okay, since the movie, Man City, okay, how Man City starting, Man City lose to Tottenham, so still, now I'm an Ababajadiano. It's a very interesting. Christian,
Chairman, of course, a Mumino, and now, once a player be a see a kind of say, we see a kind of top 5 leagues now. Yanamon for Nintan Konoso. Me the first time I'm hearing Darwin Nunez was when he played against Barcelona. In that game, he scored a goal. Now, she goal at Brantford Darwin Nunez. SAT Barcelona now. Right on that day, Chairman said that was a good player. Now, I'm going to Liverpool about 2 matches. Inside 2 games, I'm going to buy 3-3. Now, Liverpool winning the other one. And aggregate go a 6-4 on aggregate. Darwin Nunez goes in both legs. Or share Bakuti Omo Anfield. And a Bakuti Omo Abrana Benfica Ebofi. Chama me kai pass way back. Suarez recommended Darwin Nunez for Barcelona. Tamano Siakan with Spain. But number Seniska. Tibasa and Timianto Abrante and Darwin Nunez. And Suarez, another the former team in Liverpool. And at Abrante and Darwin Nunez. Chama Savi Abrante ni progressing now. Me kai pass obesi akan with Spain Edima. I think say Ameria. The first season in Spain, Darwin Nunez has 16 goals. Now, Oba Benfica in the year 2020, September 2020. Say year na COVID abano. It's the first season at Benfica or Portugal. Chairman Wansada Anhete air forms her. The first season, or she 6 goals and Oma 10 assists. Sa assists na Darwin Nunez Emma even as a striker, on the most assists in the Portuguese league on the first season at Benfica. But Chairman, last season, Nabrante won the best football since he came to Europe. Last season, in I think 34 goals in all competition, 34 goals, emu 26 came in 28 league matches. For a player, what about 28 league matches? Not those 28 league matches, or share 26 goals. Now, Makika said last year, or share goals against Barcelona, or share 2 goals against Liverpool, even or share Bakutia Bayern Munich. Another 6 goals in 10 Champions League games for Benfica. That is the player a Liverpool team at Brantena or back into the Premier League. And did the team kind of form, Chairman, naturally, players are almost wasano, and almost fast, almost quick. Almost need any skills. But the Mianum Ukraine, Darwin Nunez, apart from so physically, Chairman, or a monster. But we say physically, free one more. Chairman, or say very, very skillful, as I extremely quick. And some player in Liverpool, Rebecca Hua, I never saw Liverpool say over the years, was building a lot of confidence in the game. And was our age all the side, just 22 years. 22 years there. Me assure say we bet me about 10 years at the Liverpool at the highest level. The end now you expecting is moving from one league to another league in the Chairman. You bet me a Fadia Manu. A man for say or a direct replacement for Brentford for the Sadio Mane. Chairman, there are 2 different players. On your direct replacement.
Okay.
On my Brentford no Darwin Nunez. Chairman, 48 of his goals, which represent 92%, have come in the box.
Some players on my press.
Yes, natural number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
It looks like as a Man City in Liverpool, you decided to get
a proper number 9. Almost our age on their side. Darwin Nunez is just 22 years. Chairman, last year, Obama 34 goals, and not that bad. And those 34 goals, 6 of them came in the Champions League. Physically, Chairman, were a world built. I admire so much about Darwin Nunez, and they said, Chairman, some physicality, Can't say Lukaku. Physically, but just skillful. But Darwin Nunez, apart from physical strength, were extremely skillful. As I am very, 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 very quick. And they buy into Liverpool team.
Well,
Chairman, because of the quickness in Tino, was exploiting on the left. Mekai both the national team and sometimes our Benfica or on the left. The first season at Benfica, 10 assists, 8 of them came when he played on the left. So there are times Liverpool team was striker, near the number 2 on the left, I'll bet me as 40 spaces behind the opponent no back line no. Nyamiano Ukraine last season the goal contribution for Benfica na 36 and they bind to this Liverpool team no. Well, the only hope they say from one league
to another no.
Adaptation no.
Halad and so Onozaba.
Yes, Halad and Swaba. Halad and Swaba. Now Jeremiah and arrival no. Said Manchester City for
okay, live on Facebook.
Private jet for far no. Edine buy in your chairman. Minion so.
Forget he's a beast.
The difference is like 40 something more.
He's a beast.
Because Ronaldo is a 57.
57 and I said 20 goals.
20. And also there's a 14.
I said 20 goals, you know, about just 14 games.
14 games. That's like.
And I said 20 goals.
43, right?
You know, these two teams, you know, are a quality addition to their team. It takes the Premier League to a new height, new levels. Already.
I'm excellent. So,
for the past 5 seasons, Premier League has been shared between Liverpool and Man City. Sometimes I just 1 point to pay. 1 point to pay, they separate you. So there's an already existing rivalry between these two teams. And just imagine, Adebakwa Ma La Liga here the rivalry between Pep and Mourinho. And again, the rivalry between Messi and Ronaldo. And besides our coaches in rivalry, besides the rivalry of these two teams, you know, these players are also bring another rivalry to the Premier League. It set them to another level.
It's going to make the Premier League more interesting. And they had drink a crowd say, and some mommy and was between because fine money but Nunez na okay Nunez ba now Halad and Swaba. I say he was a Man City play without a proper number 9. Still, they scored so many goals.
99 goals.
What I say?
The most in the Premier League, even without a striker.
Even without an out a typical number 9. They did that. Obi twice.
Fine.
It's going to be Liverpool, Man City again in the Premier League.
Yeah. Since your name say teams Arsenal and Chelsea no mobile be third position.
Third in the fourth.
Because I'm sure say the sort of rivalry Halad and Darwin Nunez Edebano. Maybe the duopoly of the Spanish Primera Liga. Real Madrid and Barcelona dominate. And yes, between Darwin Nunez and Halad, Halad are more established. What to do to quiet free Necromo, Remo, Dortmund. And in fact, let's place on record say Liverpool were interested in Halad because Jurgen Klopp ayejma or Dortmund hoping into onyomu didi in Komoa and so Liverpool for almost style be yes or more at 75 million euros cash down. The car for Nunez individual, you know, add-ons, clauses, war, the contracts, but the bottom line is about the salary structure. So it says Sado Mani, I think around 150 thereabouts. Many sure say na Liverpool for are willing to pay those 400,000, 350,000 pounds a week for a player.
100 an hour.
Okay, 100 yeah. Okay, so Liverpool for or more send your musi and of course Liverpool sang call Mbappe as well. I know the player now moon a kaya in an interview. So truth be told, the first choice and the plan A and B for Liverpool, Mbappe Halad, then okay. Then let's go for a 22-year-old player in Darwin Nunez. Yes, Benfica was good. from Penarol in Uruguay through to Almeria. I mean, he's a smart boy. Because of free Penarol, Evramu Almeria, and a sense of Mukasanoye, a Bakonuntino, Otumi adapti. Then he took a brilliant decision in moving to Benfica and also acquire more of a transition joint. So behind him, the powers of the Portuguese league players say free more about me roam into the Premier League or more to me excel. But I think the Darwin Nunez deal goes way beyond. Yes, Liverpool's interest and all of that. Liverpool more incoming and now open your barbershop Michael Edwards and them as the sporting director. Open your friend Julian Ward. In Canon scouting manager. Why Juma and Carlos Queiroz, the Portuguese national team. Why Juma, in fact, no Man City, no a scout in charge of Spain, Portugal, and South America. Into the Portuguese league very, very well. And the connections, why a major statement, I must be frank, because Liverpool for ye Kabi Sane top player is either a Van Dijk or an Alisson Becker. But to go for a player or 22 years, but more GDS from our Jurgen Klopp Musa Liverpool team now, Andrew Robertson, Trent. Mention the names, players.
He always get his right. His players right.
Yes. The recruitment. Yes, the recruitment's spot on. I think apart from Thiago Alcantara, but on no crowd this season, Grana, Ayadia, Eswani Papa Ye. I think, sir, at this material moment, the Premier League will get much more interesting, and Obian himself. Liverpool a track record of legendary strikers. Michael Owen, Kenny Dalglish, Fernando Torres, who again, Robbie Fowler, Ian Rush, Luis Suarez. Into a Uruguay. And Uruguay for oh yes, Uruguay for say Okra, Edson Cavani plus Suarez. Combination, and also himself Uruguay for the from Alvaro Recoba to Christian Stuani to all of those guys, top players or Masom for the Uruguay national team. But again, let's place on record says our transfer no now Mendes Humbo Mupapa ye. Yes, on no broker deal for Luis Diaz from Porto to Liverpool. In fact, no, what the mandate of Porto to take the player to Spurs. Into the agents later, I'm saying no. Young far player away in Spurs. You didn't buy Liverpool as well. I want a Julian Ward no to me re. So you look at the structure of this Liverpool side, and he said, "You see your business. Business is for my in temper." I'm saying almost per player be war. Championship in Liverpool per player be either the championship or I think Nottingham Forest. I'll get the name for you. So it looks like a good deal. And there's a player who is very fast.
Wow.
Operates on the counter, good height. Obetimia drifted to the left. Obetimia drifted by central midfield. Kakra adjoining play, no. And I think so.
Well, Liverpool enya Nunez, City enya Haaland. So Tottenham enya Bissouma.
Yes.
Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U. What are you doing? In fact, Man U grad omu yamwa. You say everyone am say Magua say one Ten Hag could share meeting, only be meeting about in the future. Say continue as the captain of Manchester United. Andy, Twaso very ranting.
Chairman, yen Twaso na wora England we dey na say yen Twaso we for England. Na ma Sunday Frankie de Jong enra Netherlands ball match ni we no. And Central for no busa about Manchester United interest in him now. Tell me if the response not the buy no Manchester United for him forget here. Say player no asem na okay umbusa say what is a Manchester United there pen na say no beka dia fa ho utie player na asem na okay na chairman or say or one of also the biggest club in the world Cecilia and Ophelio okay ho enti no news.
Okay yentibi Frankie de Jong.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. Okay, live on Facebook, live on 1xA TV.
You already play for one of the greatest clubs in the world. It seems another one, Manchester United, are very interested in you. Are you flattered by that level of interest in you when you're already a great club?
No, you're always flattered when teams show interest in you as a player. But
Pure FM 95.7.
I think I'm at the biggest club in the world at the moment. I feel fine there, so no news.
No news. No news. No news.
I mean, I do my China Barcelona 4-year referendum. Omo Tuaba, Omo members, no, Tuaba. They're from Coolies, Anna.
Yeah.
It's Omo Tuaba. I say Omo Betun Ton, Omo assets kakra. Now Omo dia generators ka. I'm say Omo captains no krani catch them some Omo Omo peso. Sergio Roberto krani wajia to our no agent.
I did new deal.
60% pay cuts. So Barcelona wa here Mombe here sky and it looks like said the most valuable asset here Frankie de Jong. The difference between Man United valuation in Barcelona for penny is just about 50 million euros because yes Barcelona for per 85 Man United are willing to pay 60 cash plus 10, so there isn't so much of a difference. But yeah, if you had the extra meeting in Drew because Robert Lewandowski so Drew Mayoka ordered all holiday. Alonso, Marcos Alonso, see a player, but Frank Kessié, no.
As long as I'm your players, players are going to prepare.
Oh, yes. A big issue. So, Frankie de Jong for Manchester United. A bit said Darwin Nunez. Yes, 2 factors: Champions League football with Liverpool and the call from Jurgen Klopp. Yes, Ten Hag a good relationship. In fact, also quite a former winger Anthony. But the lack of Champions League football, no na.
Frankie de Jong free
yes, or more Champions League. But I think Man United says a United without Matic, a United without Pogba, a United without Juan Mata, a United with Fred, a United with Scott McTominay. I think he'll be the best. Obey central midfielder. Omunya number 10 jersey and I captain Cromwell Bemano. Because I mean you become the poster boy of this Barcelona. So an individual choice.
Well, listen,
what he chooses.
Yes, I mean himself the Barcelona the upper is also no news. Also he's already playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world.
One see the best. One be a measure.
I'll consider the best, okay, mommy. But and say
but chairman, the fact of the matter is say Frankie de Jong Benina and ka imagine din whom you the favorite position and I Sergio Busquets bolo. Chairman, the way Xavi believe in Sergio Busquets, on for Busquets in Tranchen Emma Frankie de Jong was our position. That is why he says our national team now of more comfortable in the national team than playing for Barcelona. Now start position now penny bono said they will be kind. So come Manchester United it is just available for him. But the biggest idea how Manchester United last season is say one qualify for Champions League, no chairman, one qualify no. And again the manager now judging club Frewa at least improvement in your career. And one of the main reasons Halad HUC Man City is number 1 or support team that. Number 2, he believed in the manager say Obama manager no one. At least he can improve him. Now, also believe in the sense of Bobo under Ten Hag. Is he going to have improvement under Ten Hag? At Manchester United, chairman, they seem to be going down. Now the responsibility on a player, that much. How much? More than 70 million. To Manchester United, no. Chairman, pressure because you need to deliver. Manchester team are air form. And now they cost such amount of money to buy you. Chairman, pressure and that's why you need to think about it very, very well before.
I about air players making decisions. See, especially when teams like Siene Poma are very, very hard decisions. For them, but Andy run you through now.
England game on board and run, but all idea
England
4-0. Hungry.
So much is the investigation.
Now, where England group now England for them no. Where group now Hungary in the elite group no. And your group are England, you were Germany, you were Italy, and Hungary. After 4 matches, Hungary in the elite group.
Yeah.
Hungary in the elite is our group.
Yeah. Now, I know should tell you something. Say Hungary for no matter. Maybe they were forced. Those days. no me force in world football and die out. But everyone when it's called 4-0 when I check the score line.
The Hungary are sending home and away.
Yeah.
The boys bet you makasa chairman musikashi.
I'm not there. Investors, we go both teams and fat. England to score. Honest.
International break no a call off now. The English national team about 4 matches in that international break. Chairman they scored just 1 goal.
They scored 1.
Even that 1 goal was a penalty against Germany and a hurricane. It was a penalty no. Actually, the English national team. Now, are there more worrying for the English national team? They say, for the first time since 2014, they've gone 4 games without a win. 4 games at Twaswa. The English national team ain't a win. Chairman, hurricane numbers for the English national team are so impressive. 50 goals. Now, where England for now, all-time top scorer, Rooney. I was 53 goals. Hurricane need just 3 goals to become English all-time top scorer for the English national team. But chairman, we Hurricane through one more. Players na kanina. Or just 49 goals between them. Hurricane and Sha. Chairman goals na baby a free bano. Ya na demand the English national team. Hurricane can 50. All the other players combined together. Or just 49 goals between them. Now, England just 2 games to play in September. Almost 2 games in New Year. Now, right after that game, near called the World Cup. And between now and the World Cup now, just about 5 months away, the coach will need to fix this. Because Tauko World Cup, now we need to just 1 player. So 1 player to me and Sha. Chairman, you see to have difficulty in scoring. How do you play 4 games? Not 4 games, just 1 goal. And that even 1 goal came from a penalty against Germany. Hurricane and Sha. Chairman, there is so much difficulty to get goals from the English national team. And there was this discussion, meaning some of I think the Premier League, there's no question about it. Say the best league in the world. But the best players in that best league are not English. Now say I think at a point in time,
even the best coaches are not.
Chairman said, "Oh, the young coach the crowd, Premier League team of the season with the major." So even Portugal, and 3 players in that list, the English national team and just 1 player in this list. Portugal Cancelo.
Only Trent playing English boy.
We have another Silva and Cristiano Ronaldo. The only player in this squad an English board a Trent. Portugal not baby 3 players every team. But the English national team now and the best league in the world do not have the best players and do not have even the best coaches in this league. Going to the World Cup, the expectation because
it's going to be tough for you.
I'm not raising expectation because the last World Cup they played semi-final, the 4th. The last European Championship, they were in the finals. They lost to Italy only on penalties. They have so much belief that they are coming to this World Cup and make an impact. But that trend rate, the chairman, I'm low expectation.
Well,
chairman, club football no any national team football so near them.
I was saying England form but I say guys Southgate say because of friendlies anyone. Or you should
preparatory
way they are prepared artists to the players for the World Cup. But for England to lose 4 to England to play 4 games and score 1.
Ramsdale was imposed. Let's place that on record. No, I have fact. I have facto. Aaron Ramsdale no.
Aaron Ramsdale is them all right. But England team generally Ramsey Guy, they just like him more. Ramsey Guy save situation.
But players beside Gerald Bowen, chairman.
Me say chance.
No, if me share highlights, man. Share game no, but Gerald Bowen only Fatah Ushaku difference be enemy.
Gerald Bowen,
about West Ham.
I will shortlist it for player of the season.
Chairman, Osha England before this one, the England Italy, the last one.
How many Germany?
Only Germany.
1-1.
Oh, chairman, Gerald Bowen, and Gerald Bowen, and too good. But Osha statistics now. They considered an early goal in the 16th minute, but 3 goals by 70th, 80th, 89th. So then I think there's a problem in there. Bausha individual talents now, not too bad. But this English team have consistently said say are highly overrated and
say a record
maybe yes, maybe to an extent.
Record,
but Harry Maguire suba no mu concede one goal.
Na no problem we say you never enjoy na.
I some trans.
Said you almost say almost digarisa get at times say on never can say Manchester United best player Harry Maguire every be. Na eno omode Harry Maguire be mo no. Chan. There is open na.
I probably heavy.
To unu ebedi. So all bombs over be saving situation no. The opportunity.
Agwala o just say just also say just have a jinsom. Oh. So we been there say we there.
Now you about the defend you. On bobo be fine and limuma. Any original Arun and Danielson.
Where do you try wire?
To pass no. And a pass Stefano. And the crochet.
Oh, I hear. Manchester United for you ready because next season then Chennai starting. Say yeah, next I think about a month
August,
or 2 days starting.
Number channel officials never back.
Officially.
Yeah, officially.
But officials never.
No.
Okay.
Now, Chama already kakrebi on World Cup no na yenkwen. Men run the last playoff game the Baso. Now, Costa Rica for say we the first time we qualify for World Cup. Costa Rica. We the first time. Menkai kra who say yes. Omaba Menkai kra goalkeeper Kilo Navas. Edo we can be 3.
Yeah.
But enwa de no, Chairman. O he acquire ewo Costa Rica chromo no. Acquire o mo fa so celebrate enwa win no.
Some baby achu. Costa Rica the last time they came to World Cup away. Maybe achu. I think it was it in Brazil and South Africa. South Africa.
Brazil the enemy say one Arsenal player no Campbell.
And how they qualify because no team GDN no form kakra. And they played against New Zealand.
And I'm winning 1-0. Now and no celebrations and no go no.
Costa Rica says what that because
oh Jamare. And no just almost a winning game no. I qualify for World Cup no. Who any pa na kromo o mani ati.
Na do Costa Rica for ban to mani o. Oh I say hope.
To ban to mani.
O ban to mani gugu itano. And also rest sound there it is on game no.
Baby.
There be giant screen. Costa Rica I don't know.
And San Jose kromo. And ni je o mo je ne nra no. Say na bi kura qualify ka Mampani ma holiday ne. Na komo fa nyi o mani.
Sagana say you World Cup never holiday.
Okay. Now, Chairman, World Cup no chances for each team. We rate Ghana say we're up to for akoye the about for each 32 countries so qualify for World Cup no. Now Ghana also 26.
Omo up to for we be the omo. Omo te bomo was mo Ghana Spain final. Na debut unu say mo kada winu na. So Uruguay ni o. Na ti Darwin Nunez yene babo sa enti da o ti e say amate echia na o target ye nye gidi say o mo sha won kabora educas ye di cause for worry o ti say
okay
I was salisu nyana no wa gire no e say o mo the favorites to win France up to o mo revise France team no e say no enye Brazil Spain 3, England 4, Belgium 5, Netherlands 6, Germany 7, 8, Argentina. I feel Argentina. For me, I think Argentina, Portugal, Germany, France, Brazil 5.
We England for FM.
England no count. England there. The man say England. We need to be in trouble. The World Cup is a different stage, of course. Because the platform is different, and it will be different. It is the World Cup. It's here. But I'm saying Ghana. Now, I'm going to say Iran be adi ache. Up to for the boy chest had the machine there.
Qatar crab adi ache. I'm the Ghana to 26. Ghana to Tunisia, Morocco, Canada, Cameroon, Saudi Arabia, and Costa Rica. Pedro Moyem. They are the ones.
Group stage no.
Ghana chances 0.02%
to win the World Cup.
Ghana is 0.02.
Many of them nyadwen. I'm going to say Tariq Lamptey, Eddie Ketiane, Inaki Williams, Nico Williams, Salisu. Omo titi oso mo nyina be ba yana.
And the beje World Cup.
Tomasi, Mami had a group no. Uruguay, that's no. South Korea was no.
Yeah, group no man no.
Let's just a group yeah.
Yeah, man no money now.
Asama up to the just a group yeah very.
Group stage sharp.
I am just yeah very.
What countries any omo nyina omo osoro che. Nti wo hega chairman I teams any on be bono omo nyina attack no. Wo say afenu aka say down west Uruguay. And you be share songs so South Korea ni attack. Near share Cristiano Ronaldo so Portugal ni attack.
No I'm.
And you go keep us.
Ronaldo do I'm.
Only nyere no.
Ronaldo do I'm.
Yati.
I'm. Ronaldo Silva dey asem. That one. Hey, that Ronaldo Silva no. Bye you know. Patenum jale so. Oh, na idrusunum. Now Tiger to your right. Gideon Mensah on the left. Ya bo Jiku any amata and as a Jiku Salisu di na room of crime of etikwa. Na attack ni Naki jina Jordan on right. Oh, Kudus rom Nico Ediketia. Baza Ghana yenya de nansei kakra. But World Cup no you may wonders. You may wonders pa.
Okay.
Na se enu ameka se we ka kata asem. We go kata dey. Obi Christian Kata no the omo yende had me we just team because and then you have them I just okay and we go back go US na also op Airbnb or you only scare by for 2 weeks $11,000 maybe udu tibeto now one actually $11,000 normal idea be fun villages no ejaye beto am obi ahwe fun villages so mo ye no now head bo bakubia room bakubia $207 a night fun village oba say that you kiosk no as a kiosk as a container no any it ever say obi no wa ni akoje we say $200 $207 a night we oh now a giant structure no as a giant say that here. Okay. So I just say it was obviously desert no so no. Oh, desert side or no. No ma katam the carpets near you say so be nobody we must see so. So yeah. It be a way maybe nipa bi no maji $207.
That's about 2,000 Ghana.
207 yeah. Say almost $1,000
drew 8.04.
It's just 60. You must say $1,700. $1,700 Ghana cedis a night. You be the mine.
Because you could be now serious.
Well, this is last chance, remember? Last chance of packages, Omo Yaman Kofonti. Minister Cameron Travel and Tours so obviously on Thursday, Omo lunch officially. Omo lunch Omo package for air fans on Qatar. I go in terms of Enona Yeji Kakra Oma. Emma Yina and church. Qatar, yes, I did assembly wide deeper. What tickets so they went here, forget it. Wow, tickets now. Tickets Yamo Bino. So when Tia and na and then it's say 15th, right?
Yeah, 15th.
And then last day. It's another dream. So Untia by 12 Untia. We take it to on Bejoma there. Already, first round of tickets, 8 million people. And I applied. The second batch, 23 million. And I apply for tickets. Now what can people go say 23 million? What when they be went to Ventiano? Then they give it to someone. Yeah, simple as that.
Okay. Now Sadio Mane so elbow gala on the crew, chairman.
Organize the community gala.
Bambali ono. Na we on the former players Haji Diouf mo, Papis Demba Sisi mo, Mbaye Diagne mo. Onu ankasa direm. Na chairman picture na mbo no so. Sadio Mane picture on ball omo gala no so no. Any nipa na won mo hwe. E o Bambali crew mo. Okay.
Ejato. And I had to check. Nothing in your man out as well. I'm going to check. And I said, you're showing have a fast one. Maybe a pipe big pipe fast rules. And they was ask him Senegal for him no
Arrow. Ronald Arrow.
Also but
also now no make announce.
By the time wonders.
Of course.
It's a wonders. It didn't go out here, I am sure there because Central African Republic got near Brazil. And then because who said the Tunisia see Kati if to size Japan to size. I said Japan near Bresana. Players of Coin names about trip and I walk up from Bikubi. I might don't call Japan near Goboboy. But 3 or 4 penny Bikubi. Because maybe I don't go good. Hey, I said Betancon is on a Yadi who be as I did. It's a party. So, party form the bad ya. Oda mummy yeji ebeyi. Well, you refi enra jumedi ekoso. Meka Black Stars. Ghana Black Stars $700,000 na. Ghana nya from it. The first batch will touch down at 11:30. Anopeya na coach Otoado ode the maintaining nyina is omu nyina obia every jumedi okudi Otoado beba na omo bia players obi akọ be also oko because nyina nim say you know Black Stars no players be brentimi anko ye pibia be kan and sad nti your next match is in September no and e betem ye shaper ye ti be take going to the World Cup but Christian
Chairman
players call Japan only one mo ka say they deserve to be in the Black Star ya you sure
oh say and they normal say bebre nko World Cup ni bi bebre nko bi omo ahu entimi safa players wi ni lose to Japan lose almost to 3-0 no chairman ya Japan be tough sao because you need share wi almost simple say entimi fa sa players simple emo against Japan there chairman me just say betimi rely on these same players for the World Cup.
Obviously, we get big grandchess. No wonder you support us now.
Coach need more opportunity to justify their inclusion in the team, but many of them feel. Baby feel I think they Omo make a very good case for themselves for the World Cup in there. They know it. Omo Kobin to the chairman. They know it. Nyamiana no Ukraine say yenya Tariq Lamptey na Odoya available. Chairman me so say and the Yadom Blasters me so say in the way. Minyeso says Tariq Lamptey at right back. Na Denis Odoy available. There is no use for branch feno. What I say, coach Nankasa will sit down and make proper analysis of the team and decide and choose the best material for Ghana going to the World Cup. Because Ukraine, when you watch our opponent now,
well, but I believe it was a good exercise.
Yeah, good exercise.
Yakobo competition way. A fair idea as to play but they have a locals now. Even against Chile, no may expect to see a free banner. But sadly, but exercising. Ghana playing at the current tournament.
Yeah.
Of course, Kasamnia, of course, you have some 700,000. But you have a chance to see certain players.
Absolutely.
I who say your friend go on one can just maybe because
well, Chairman, tournament we know has been a tournament since 1978 into France, Belgium, the Czech Republic, Scotland, Japan for Nankasa Football Association and the organizer Karen for no. Karen, like for example, maybe a club beer into your sponsor tournament. It's a tournament to build up Japanese football. Variations of varying football systems across the world. Into your one develop your more and I also unfortunately, may share any of the games, but I think Obit Said Mondadu will be at the World Cup. Amate will be there. Ali Duseidu will certainly be there. Jordan will be at the World Cup. Kudus will be at the World Cup. Afeneja will be at the World Cup. Ishaku will be at the World Cup. Mubarak Wakasu, Asteris Kakra. Jordan will be at the World Cup. Atizigi problematic. So, no, it's good exercise. in terms of results, look right here. Me fan records, because of course Hungary are share England, but Harry Maguire will be at the World Cup. Aaron Ramsdale will be at the World Cup. Reece James will be there. Kyle Walker will be there. Jude Bellingham will be there. Jared Bowen will be there. Harry Kane will be there. Inti wabua na ni ehu ya hu odin and the me dani say any Chile for boy. Chile for Ebamaye a feel of how the Uruguayans will play. Japan for my feel of how South Korea football system said see passing ball in term runs, proper football pattern. Bobona who say I dream the whole plan the whole unfortunately your players ni bebre Koficha Jiku and of course foreign legends or mobile make Hudson or Doy nominate Tarek nominal for tournament way, but at the end of the day we made some $50,000 and coach Otoado, and the point is Nipa 9 they can't afford to fail at the World Cup. Chris Hughton, Maswood, Otoado, George Boateng. Nipa 9 are come with your bomb and Omoye national team no. Until I'm come on the 5 and I'm full link out here. Olele Ankasana Kadi Papa Muse and Kadi Solele Suko World Cup nibi. Chama sa okay go but any day I was on one only goalkeeping only unkrata but all the experience na Jumano. So chairman I will not want to place me place emphasis on this sort of tournament. A learning process, a more of revision areas be I was say strengthen systems he bet me use against, and I'm sure sir coach Otoado and the technical team omenya a lot of lessons. So let's give ourselves a bit of time. Me and share the remaining qualifiers and how the team will
definitely the team will reassemble in September. All in all $700,000 and
700,000.
Yes, and
that's good money.
Some good money.
And to the country
say I can say mom say okay they are pleasant.
Maybe omunche be in preparation because they do baby now more compare.
Maybe people in the sense if you have the blaster not viable now you know when car then you keep some of the money to help with the local development of the local game.
Even other national teams coaches saying yes can to Omukada. I bet you have got money from this.
But we back on let's canasa.
Much more manasa.
Let's canasa.
Let's say you cry so Ghana Premier League winner.
Yeah.
Japan
4 nation tournament.
Me sure say Abai is keeping tab.
But no make you be man be friend you me referee din penny be friends me more about referee about scanner edema the winner of the league.
Yeah.
Say 250,000 last year.
And the same.
Now so 250,000 this
economic
year.
Value of the money.
Because last year they $41,000.
January you are now top to 24 cities and now to 1 gallon. This year January.
America got 200 first man.
This year I am feeling me tank and 200 cities. This year me talk by this time. Me to 280 Ghana cedis and feeling the same kana. Now me 200 Ghana cedis feeling January. So how to focus in your put 2.5 billion last year. Now you have more valuable than 2.5 billion this year.
Because of the dollar rate. And of course, Africans don't know it's the victory parade around town. Maybe I'll be Fabiano. It was all a Santiago. Na Enra Juedia go to go D, Fato screen so kakra. Said Santiago go celebrate here. Na darling Paul na one omone nam na okay darling Paul de kakra beba na yahwe okay na Enra we go to go players no Adum that boy is Adum
Boss Prudential Bank
Boss FM anymore. Okay now he said ni probably jira almost share team no amazing. I mean and where we are when shots from the vehicle kodoko emra ready page esro nyana mafo agojojo ore South Footbridge na That response is good.
Yeah. Chairman. Enra anopana ye duru hono. Na kotoko mpenyi for na etwen. Police for ne so mo beba be lead omo. And that moment in the crown atmosphere no. Ekwaya na players no any supporters no shi jamano. Players no na drums no. Ena supporters no esa eni je players no drums na supporters no esa omuchi jamana kopem se police for ni bedru ye ma kotoko for estate se omu eko sa float no. And omu shase na supporters no join ne kakra 80 from stadium any ade ani chirem ewo asafo efa asafo a de kofa adum enti abra ye duru adum no
it looks like a doom now. A hot shape.
Yeah, and chairman baby na me wan say mama phone was 60 50 40 70 yes mama be say ono no kwasi ada no no aduane mani kunu enti kwan o de befa so hu kotoko ani and on so obi wo a ne store ni kwan e hye akire
ba opie ba kwan
na pie ba enti na medwen se anakonfo bi si wachi e but odoninti na enya asem keto akra omunya massive reception e we adum entomo de fa adum crowd omu check akra ho na Mbella etonyo no chama
Mbella me use Mbella no to asante ko go say akwa we dey Ghana endo Mbella di Mbella asante ko go
95.7 asante ko go say
Mbella no okay, Mbella na say o
Fabio Gaman Sutubio.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Sutubi. Enti foreign players na okotoko ni na anyum na munim to.
Oh, okay. It was nice. I mean, first time I see. But of course, you say a house one of the umbejim, and a house one is a traffic is crumbled. It's often chassis. How do Bombay now? Udim says Shabo. Ya Shabo over America and say, Shamo Asani Adiaba. Or say, Adena ye Jehon, you heard real man the job. I don't do we have to say, I don't do we have to say. Now some 8 in the pool. I hope in top bus. I think it's only a crowd. I was about to be one. Otters it's when you have to say, it's the first time. Got to go say grana. Also, in the bomb, I say teams are on. So when you win the league, go on a victory parade like this. Oh, I'm the player, so not the trophy in the true. Yeah. Now Shawadi and Ifriso you're quite na gonna watch the league and but gonna go league now watching also that you hear about their title defense and yeah no hear about Africa and also be yan and Emmanuel Dasuberi and the administrative manager for Santiago Kodia to just say almost as management almost train the report of the coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun say or the bromo number who areas to strengthen obviously by a week's time or two no on the
Kobe last home game I cry and I cry Lions. Now you say on the side of management no in terms of players I'll say people almost say Tom almost say the almost battle of Mendes squad and a coach no I said into I think say in 2 weeks from now no the budget official reports from Dr. Prosper Ogun and the technical team. Based on that report, NABT might inform decision as to players who say do more battle of Mendes squad. In the team said squad now at least there were 4 or 5 players via injuries are setting in. And from now, you could see time maybe like the African no more to one. Definitely will say augmented squad. And it's our question the master say what I am found to after 2 weeks, Saka Prosper reporter now it's me taken up from there. because yenye management be ya person interfere in issues of technical team ni we say. And to prosper my the reporter e be a better say goalkeeping department or some strengthen say defense or some strengthen attack or some strengthen into the reports no ba e na ya atna say ya analysis into it. Because we also you say playing in Africa then you the same thing as playing in Ghana Premier League. Even though we say Africa no matches however one is not the same as all Ghana Premier League. But competition I work on
Pure FM.
So into no and then ground say augmented squad no. But our augmentation no say you know but trainer prosper. I couldn't order the reports by my in 2 weeks time the reports by my and should any times in 2 weeks time no at least no management would have decided say we will not say the Omoba and then sound your man. But players like Big John Mokwano, we energy, men person bed discusses our issues. Sometimes at the internal problems about the message said, what do we by the time I Accra Lions be boy, you know, on the reports by my as the last week, Prime Minister come say before the reports no private banner on showing players or full say. We hear your friend is the best augmented squad because we come market I go to play and 1 week I said we say negotiation take it time and I acquire Africa if you players also one on your person your mobile we say ni na no or say when I can was but
well I know yeah Emmanuel Dasuberi Ima and I didn't dia bano enti go born the last game go team no nam kwan som de manyachim e konkra go bo Accra Lions game last game omo bono na the entity say penifo yen chese committee the trophy no akoche o mampanyi his excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo the president of Ghana na omo de akoche no said the omo de akoche opim so and so no no makoyi bibisa the entity nti penifo egu so omo yen chese ne he said ye eno nso besi akọ Hearts of Oak Australia na yet say to for the coaching the Hearts of Oak technical team and playing body say ade o here free Moses ya no a season e ba wie no is for them to win their last game and yeah no keke Omunsan FA Cup final no and FA Cup of course against Bichim and says it's going to be a tough one now the answer is how to book on my last game there RTU but make us say omoni Bichim FA Cup no FA Cup na America I don't be okay omoni Bichim FA Cup no dale ball no eti anuna to we charge them say they should win those 2 games said they are na come about him and the other winning against Bichim means they'll be playing the Confederations Cup of CAF and yeah and nonko ombesa bomoni kotokobo champion of champions because so be the FA Cup no be hard to vote among last season because they won both I don't know. Young Unity FC and San Maba, Obinwa Baje, Abadin Chefa, has a look sense. Sometimes I said the new Mexico could do not be happy with the team, players, and maybe more, yeah, and it's answer no. Has a look as suspect to say. Their game against Kim Faisal, their game against Olympics, almost suspected BB. I was arguing, but Ninano, I so. Unity FC, I protest at the tier. In Swatramai in the Division 1. Now protest no. Obuso mu didua e di echi.
Unity FC Supporters Union. And the yeshia. Central Park Madi echi April half nyina aba ha. Ya bia ya ka nyina ne say me and the Unity Supporters Union. And you I am from Richard. Enti ade a me de me ye ka nyina ne se ni asem ba ko aye ye wo ha nyina ne se obi ntimi ntonsa empanhira ne busuofo na eye nansen Unity FC bo a one enso atreko bo Saturday ye ba ye emra e wo GF ni se before ansa obehye bo ase no na o the test account akoma GF enti yansi ahwehwe ma wo se tama ye bo ni wie ye no na enso atreman fa o the test account enkoma GF enti what GFA ni say so won for auditors accounts and come GFA that ball now boy no ya get 3 points at the other team no na ya take 3 points at na ya the 3 goals aka one other team no e je dia ye wa ha dia ye twa odan any sign ni go say ama ye show ofin ya gina mu say obi biala obi free chire ewu nsu atere ade auditors report bia ko GFA ananse obi biara o GFA ho bia obetena ho akọji auditors report bia ade akoto ho bia no yeku odwan ade mo jade ya hye so bia ma no yeku no esaya ye digu oni ko se egu on yeku no FM obeye sa ade bia ye de nabusia ene ne bofo ade dase obi biara obdu sa report no.
Well, they say, Omaya to say, young one is about Krumasi. But Kwame,
yes,
Nabibia Cordia. Now, oh, Kabi Bifa, Kotoko, victory party.
Oh, Babia, Amy, what do you call it? Tamamu show,
Real Madrid,
you know, and Kotoko.
Some of the Real Madrid.
It's very, no, the same thing. Baunim, the difference is branding. Kana Kotokovo use here. It's almost the same thing now. Roma de Forno, a use here. But I'm not branded the year. Kotokodi, and you won't know.
Okay.
And Chemu, and no matter how, Ubet branded the year. Champions, when you were Kana Kasa, you can brand it effectively. How much does that cost? I know I say, no, I for car. Skeleton we now the dam obi cry about because I don't go for that activation I don't for activation go and see I don't go next level activation go and see the branding now whole Kumasi Asante Kotoko
that's also branded bus
saying
Nanka
champions Kumasi Asante Kotoko and you are chemu move back with prominence Rian was away a champion. Once a place, you know which the speaker song. Trasa. I
next time you're on my I think it's a valid because Cabrandi Nico Echo, yeah, I'm sure
room for improvement.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
for improvement, okay. All right. But all the same, it was good. Now I'll say, Masa, Edum is always congested. The streets of Asafo and Amikoma, etc., were all empty. Show those places to prove me wrong. Mean they just offer semi Eisa. But Costa Rica, they didn't know mujubility Brino. I understand that they were hardly hit by COVID.
Okay.
COVID, Raviji, or Basmasa. So for them, it was a way to either revive the energy in the country. It's their custom. Well, I remember I was saying, when Chance say how to book investigation to games and all those things. It looks like.
I think Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the last 3 or so days, management natural a lot of creative ideas. The MSR management they say I think the first home game of next season, Omonsan creates a party atmosphere nibium. Ebema because me sure say obia and our supporters or more call Baba Kwesia Day Tremi any J senior Jumedi no Esia Koye. I'm sure say a lot of them are also expecting a repeat for the first home game of the season. Trophy torn so no idea. Say hard to work Kayebi pay or Moje Africa no. That's in 2000 thereabout. Even in fact in 2005 or more yeah bit of a tour. But in the recent years no yeah this sort of feeling and the legendary Kwame Adinkra you know there are issues and I'm sure sir brands and communications manager to me nya system not that perfect so room for improvement
of course next time yeah no more
yes but the creative idea you know to even start in the first place so important and I hope it continues for every other club Obeji trophy biano I was say yeah appreciate you supporters any for Africa dear my major concern is finances because we share the bus stadium ni sika ko generate here me pesa mesate last 2 years and last year was it last year ko drew airport yes camfa flight afena obi diska ba afena ko share obi agiska of course opem so ashe team ni say omonko Africa no omonko je that is another subject for discussion because I was say kotko team we wo se CAE ne send Africa ni city no kotoko betumi age. So what is the target? Mikai opening Ora Georgia Free has go and do well. Go and do well. So maybe the group stage of the CAF Champions League is a short to medium term target. We build on that. Then the next season and at the next time you be improve and all of that. But Sikasemi dia a harding Africa no obian himself Ghana Premier League no Timo Asankot Koje no onya 250,000 Ghana cedis. And no crown to me more a home match. Ewo Ghana. How much more traveling to and truth be told, chairman? Say you will quite be a bet me a fast one. Yen share North Africa for no send your house of folks share one no. I was say a pesa aquan so near Benin, Togo, Namibia, Mozambique, Tanzania. Because and anyone even the head down when you know okay. Baoba to make it to the group, bro. Just how the hell you see the Akasian has share work in Temo. House of folks share work in Temo. The house of share work in the center or the share work. There be share work and also share another. I've forgotten Ocea's not funny me no twice. This whole Africa project, no, it needs a lot of thinking. I was some brainstorming. It's not just about the play. I have some share work. Commercial group. Okay. And Omoba Confederation. Yes, another North Africa. Yes. And yes. How do we get through this problem? Because Chama North Africa for no and of course the TP Mazembes and the Simbes no was manages our situation way. Africa is as big as the league itself. Inti mesempenyi for say omunyamre no muntinase no mun weigh the pros and cons. In Faswa ebenya se nyoma nko yi a what is the backup plan? My concern no sikasem omun hwe se no when sika nwura Africa one kokran keye. And you were examples of teams of Africa the next season must struggle because Ekano adosu inti management omo jumano for especially for Africa no enye juma ketwa omo nyamre no omo fa processes ni me in terms of additions me sure say coach Prosper Nateogum enim 1 or 2 players be a say or the team no Bankoro's greatest challenge will be holding on to Bella. Chairman. But I think that one player I wish whichever team had to work Yawano. That chap is a super player. Now there was an exit break or Andy Kumi, I think Savutela, Adomako. So finance 1 or 2 addition because their squad there was all freshen up squad ne kakra. I was say run to be bemna any kakra so to me ba. Now share the situation of Richmond Lamptey because ne ba no so active there that he may not be able to play in Africa. Inti why ne be replace player be say Richmond Lamptey was squad nim and call. I'm sure say player be say Ibrahim Moro obenya offer. Ismail Gani benya offer. Imbella send how Imbella benya offer. Inti Bella got the office go. Yes. So you know boys are more call more job more I'm not too sure I could call loan players be brave. This whole Africa the post league moving into Africa no I think is the most critical time I was say as I could company for MMO IGA to me a question. How to work come on the nose dive. Send your heart to work. See team no more demono above from and it's a sharp downward trend. I quite say plane aeroplane was through just a pilot na lose control now plane above and Minty coach Samuel Boadu side of the story, but sometimes I have a feeling that sometimes you need a coach or to me handle a Nyoma Bikakra. One in Samoa Yenya Messiah. I think after the Heart of Oak in Faisal game, no Bekaye, say na coach, swear, say, I think the center simply cannot hold, and I'm excited. Say to be after the admonish him ranch and he said, "Munt me jabi bia, munt me yesizi no, munt me fat trophy emma fie." And it's against Bechem United. Very tough side. Francis Trene, Auguste Yokran, Clinton Duodu, Samuel Saikufo, Agbeshima, goalkeeper Idris Abdullahi. A tough challenge for her to work. And I hope some management and of course the board. As to look, Obo team is a hard to work and Asante Kotko. No bit me rat team in terms of match fixing up. Because them biom na here Bob ma teams are say ya. So that issue, I'm hoping say in penny for proper investigation say no kwebi womua. But I want to hold on with any conclusions on this issue of match fixing. But cause Samuel Buedu should man up. He's on your tough kakra. You say he's in charge of the situation. On to me, Yanisa, na the Bias and Abamobu, the Buba Yanisa, Banisa, and Sobia, Emma. So we wish her to work well, and just hope, sir. Because yes, between Bechemni had to work. One between representing Ghana year or Confederations Cup. I think from hindsight and from ordinary thinking, Obeka say had to work. Our capacity to do well our Confederations Cup. So the last game of the season and the very final FA Cup final against Bechem United are critical for the job of coach Samuel Buedu and the legacy of some players. And I'm sure sir, at the end of the season, had to campaign for best national players. It's time to let them go. Patrick Razak, no influence. Kofi Koji, no influence. Obin Jr., no influence. So I had to bet me at on Gladson Awakua. Fair enough, because Mekai said before the start of the season, Mekai said, no, Gladson Awaku may not just be the one for her to work. I mean, suggested Stephen Owusu Banahini of Ashgold, but they went in for the poster signing because no our rivals Accra Great Olympics, and I know what or Pepasa or Pesobo Emma had to work. And I think some of these signings, and to me, make impact here. For example, Inoke Subonting of Wafa, the season before this season was simply amazing. On Wafa squad, no, Augustin, they had Augustin Boache, Sojani, Tosuche, it was, and of course, Coach Prosper Nateogum. But Oba had to work, and shut down fire, Ejanim, not to person make a glass in our crowd here because I think apart from Sulali Muntari, Samuel Inkum, and to an extent, the Niskosa. And young boys, he says Suraj, and I'm so impressed with Benjamin York, such a fantastic player. And unfortunately, Omalusu, but of course, they made money from Salem Sudi. Send what's Asan Send Africa projects in Bessiakono. I think say hard to work, so I was some year retreat kakra after the season. No more identify certain weaknesses because send your Musi real season,
well, okay, Christian, we bounce there, but Kodogo fans will be really concerns. Say, Kodogo game here, on Saturday. The Omo and say Kodogo game, but Kodogo game, no, Saturday, not as good about Sunday.
Oh, na say we anka last round of matches they born the same day.
I say last round of matches omo ase on no mo dey ya igbo so omo dey say akako ye.
Mache say unim DBC.
Because the omo ye say so because of TV ade no. Na Kodogo fans dey be so problem they say Mbella 21 goals, ya no 20. What I say? And say Mbella bought no ntimi an she go a.
And until last round of matches no e born simultaneous ni bibia betimesi.
Yeah.
Uboni at the same time, the same day, no we season, no could be a corny baby. Me sure say the FA can look into it and revise their news. Say bit mine is near one last round of matches, Nina the same day. Chairman, that is the proper and the norm, the normal standard of a league be able to be. You don't give the other team undue advantage over the other team.
That's true.
Last day, the same day.
Well, after a successful float, Asante Kotoko was grateful to all those who showed up to celebrate with us. For the avoidance of doubt, we indeed approached and held discussions with the Ghana Tourism Authority on the possibility of using their open-top bus. Unfortunately, due to some operational challenges, which presently allows the bus to operate only within Accra, our request was politely denied. Nevertheless, we were able to secure a safe option of a truck that even helped in getting the fans closer to the players, as some of our dear fans even had the opportunity to take pictures with the trophy. Our next line of arrangement continues in Accra as we prepare to face Accra Lions in the last game of the season. Thank you. David Obinyago, Communications and Brands Manager. And Odiwe Abai.
It has a folk situation, Chairman Areho, because last year has the double. You ever started season we majority of our Ghanaian sports pundit near ranking teams in the league now. Now has a folk a feature in most everybody.
Of course, because of by virtue of the fact that they were the defending champions.
By reality, they say House of Folk might not even play top 4.
Yeah.
Because House of Folk won the last game or won the last game. Not Karela able fee. Sagarela House of Folk as defending champion might not even play the top 4. Chairman, the way I'm defending league title there. Me sure say they themselves will admit to say Ankoye, I'm disappointed papa. And the way has started season, no, the same as the way they are ending the season. Has first 4 games there were no wins. Last 4 games, the season, no. So has I said last game now, which means that last 4 games to end the season, no, has a winning game. Now, the same as the way has ended the league in the last year. After that has a share Kotoko, our G League in the no. The last 4 games has the way last season, no, has a winning game. And the only thing I'm betting me a piece of Mohankasa supporters, they say the league is lost. But at least some team defend the FA Cup no by beating Bechem there. At least they can appeal their supporters. Na Togesu Eyama Tonikakra. Na next season, no matter try say obetime team ni how to beef up the squad to challenge for the league title now. Omalusu to Asante Kotoko. But for Kotoko, the chairman, Adem and Yaji Kotoko, when he say anytime be a better Kotoko Casabiano, they admit say Africa no entirely different from Ghana Premier League no. Adeba kwa me yesho say a hard coach bodu. E say or refuse to admit say Africa any league no any the same. Last year, okay. Was the league in the Africa the same as Ghana Premier League?
Just the name.
One between us.
I sure said no. To do
about prosper na teogum. We take Kotoko management now. They admit say league in the Omaji, Omoko Africa. That terrain is much tougher, much competitive. So what admit then you prepare for that competition now. By this time there, even say coach in the reporting by no. Chama me sure say Kotoko anya scouting reporter on pe plate back could be on betima before air squad no just normal. It's by the time a coach in the report in Mrano. Not players back kwada me no bia Kotoko be hia de chairman on my ready a omokoto sa players no ni na be akoyesika say me no be ya game. That is why a chairman and can the winner of the Ghana Premier League ni de senke man sika. Oh imagine senka obi agi Ghana Premier League near man be $100,000 as prize money. Say nipa ne kwa Africa wanya sika bia ebetime akushini kakra sika di ma Ghana Premier League winner no chairman Ghana by this time no just $31,000 2.5 billion o converting to dollars just $31,000 $31,000 and what just one tour Africa so North Africa chairman $31,000 is just not enough so the kwa Africa it's in Uji League now be more like a burden to you. Much more responsibility on your shoulders. How to raise money to go for Africa. It's next season. Say anybody may be boy in clubs now. At least teams now. FA Cup, Eco Africa. Teams now. League, Eco Africa. No. Chama yen kushum kakra. Price money the master teams no. Chama iswa enko bebia. That is why in this part of our world, G League was one Africa. Adintra. And Africa kodi enimunyam she. At least you make your presence felt in Africa. Basika ode ko Africa ne chama onya. you know, the burden lies on the FA. Much more responsibility on the FA. See a title sponsor. Last year, Bo League, no sponsors. This year, Bo League, no title sponsors. It's a non confess can FA. It's a never FA dream raising revenue for the Ghana Premier League, you know, is to get title sponsors. Like a title sponsor, they be about $1 million. Omo the sponsor league, you know, class in Nigeria too, yet be $100,000 at all. Why would you league, you know, and at the Africa? By this moment, no title sponsors. FNS KBR. That is why Sky or G League last year, the same can demand the winner of the league this year. Chema G League na Africa. Na such a burden. Sky will form.
Canada for Baba say ya arrangements say ball league matches in at the same time. And only arrangements are more here because for say we are going to go ball Saturday, we have to go ball Sunday. Because go king no. And of course they themselves here on so I be and league radio in some P and